I am a magician and pickpocket. I think that I might hold the record for the most variety theatres that any variety artist has played in Blackpool. I have appeared in 16 theatres, including the Tower Circus, many being summer seasons. My first week's engagement was at the Palace Theatre way back in 1947, when Blackpool was the mecca of seaside entertainment. I have spent all my working life in show business, ever since my first appearance at the Queen's Park Hippodrome, Manchester, in 1938. Perhaps all this is to be expected, as so many of my family were successful variety artists. You could say it's in my blood. It all began with my grandfather, Tom Trainer, who was born in Cork, Ireland, in 1859. He was one of a new breed of emerging variety artists billed as Irish-American comedians. He met my grandmother, Elizabeth, whilst he was appearing at the Palace Theatre, Manchester. They married, and my mother, Amelia, was born in 1888. Tom taught my mother to clog dance, and aged 10, she appeared on stage at the Theatre Royal in Manchester, alongside another clog dancer called Charles Chaplin. He was in the 8 Lancashire Lads. My mother went on to become a pianist and played for the old silent films. I took my stage name, Sinclair, from my great-uncle, F.V. Sinclair, a performer and topical songwriter who wrote for all the stars of the day, including Dan Leno and Mary Lloyd. He was made an OBE and appeared in the Royal Command performance of 1912. There were other members of my family in the profession, but my mentor was Uncle Chris. He was a professional magician playing the halls as Roliat. He put my first act together when I was about 8, and soon I was appearing in concerts and charity shows. My family had taken me to see an Italian act called Giovanni, who inspired me in the direction of pickpocket magic. Soon after my professional engagement in Manchester, in 1938, I went on to tour the theatres of the times. With the onset of war, being an entertainer, I was drafted into ENSA, the Department of National Service Entertainment, based at the Theatre Royal, Drury Lane. For the next 3 years, I entertained military personnel wherever I was directed, firstly in England and later throughout Europe, sometimes performing under horrendous conditions. I was awarded a badge and diploma for my war work. After the war, it was back to theatres, which were then flourishing. Orchestra to play your music, stage staff to carry and set your props, beautiful stage sets, twice nightly, 6 nights a week, and enthusiastic theatre orders to entertain. Not forgetting, of course, cruise ships and the great northern club scene which emerged. However, new regulations forced the great clubs to close, and television did the same for theatres. But like the phoenix rising from the ashes, live entertainment is raising its head again in a new form and in new venues. Helped by my Queen of Diamonds and wonderful wife Joan, my soulmate for some 70 years, I have enjoyed adapting my act to move with the times. It seemed inevitable that I would gravitate towards Blackpool. After all, my mum and dad had eloped here to get married. I feel very fortunate and privileged that I'm still working and accepted by today's audiences. I recently appeared in Las Vegas, and I'm thrilled to still be part of my wonderful profession. By the way, keep it a secret that my age is 95. It must be magic.